Hey everyone, my name's Nathan, and in this video I'm going to show you what's new in TBC Tunnels version 5.6. We've added a lot of great features, so we'll go through some of those in this video. To begin, we've added some really great functionality for the setouts tool. So when you go and create setouts, traditionally you have to go in and create each one of them incrementally, one by one, which can take up a lot of time. So to save that time, we've added the Create Multiple Setouts feature. So to access that, you go to your setouts tool like normal, and then on this right hand side of the ribbon, we go to Create Multiple Setouts. That'll pull up a pop-up menu where we can now select the various different types of setouts that we would typically have, so radial, horizontal, vertical, and blast holes. We can select our start and end station, give our setouts a code, and then we can update the grid origin, so where we'll be starting the creation from, as well as giving it a horizontal and vertical interval. So for the sake of this example, I'll give half a meter for each of those, and you simply hit apply. And just like that, we can instantly see all of those blast hole setouts have now been defined based off of our grid origin at our defined horizontal and vertical interval, falling within that tunnel shape. You can continue to do that for various parts of the alignment or for various types of setouts as well, making you significantly quicker in that tunnel design phase. Now, next up, we have also added some functionality for the reporting. And so if we go to our tunnels module and go up to our tunnel as-built report, we've now added this new option here called Tunnel As-Built Report with Best Fit Circle. So this is really great for those TBM tunnels where we can now create and define a best fit circle from the as-built, compare that to the design shape, and create from that, create the center points at that best fit circle. So what that'll allow us to do is compare the best fit alignment that's created, observed from the as-built observations, and be able to compare that against the actual tunnel design alignment. Additionally, you'll start to see some new options here for ignoring outliers or including outliers. So in this situation, we've gone through and cleaned our point cloud. So we're not going to worry about too many outliers, but we can add this tolerance. I'll show what that looks like in a minute. But we can go through here and create those best fit circle points. So to do that, you simply come in and hit apply, generate your report. And then what that'll look like is actually generating those points. It looks like this when we come in here. So you can see all of those computed best fit center points following the as-built shape. And we can then go in and using the CAD tool, we can go in and create a best fit line that will connect those points. Just be sure to create separate segments for straight versus arced, or those curved sections of your tunnel. And then you can use the join tool over here in order to join those segments afterwards and compare those two alignments. Use them for whatever you might be doing down the line, whether that's using those updated alignments for installation of different features to come later, electrical, plumbing, different things like that. So to show that off, we'll now take a look at what that best fit center report looks like. So here we can see our typical as-built report. We've got some more information, and right in the middle of that tunnel shape is our best fit circle center point. Really easy to see and compare against where that alignment really should be. Okay, and so now that we've seen the new best fit circle reporting options in TBC Tunnels, we can also take a look at what those outliers really mean. So in this situation, I have the same tunnel data, but we can see this ductwork running at the top here. So in this situation, I haven't removed that point, haven't cleaned that part of the point cloud, and so we've got those points still included when I go and assign the tunnel as-built points. So we can see we've created these points here. So in this case, when I go to create my tunnel as-built report, and I choose not to exclude these outliers, this is what the report will look like. So here we can see very clearly at the top of that tunnel shape, we've got that ductwork coming in, creating a bit of an outlier there and making it look like there's actually a significant amount of underbreak. That then affects our statistics over here that we're looking at, and then changes some of the data that we have. So very obvious that this is an outlier and a perfect example of something we'd want to get rid of. So now that we've seen that, if I go and exclude, so ignore those outliers and set a tolerance to what I would like it to be, we can actually see the difference in the reporting, making it a bit more accurate and including some room for interpretation of things that we know are outliers, things like ductwork, things like people that we see, allowing us to be a little bit more efficient and not have to necessarily really thoroughly clean through everything, but give the analysis a little bit more context to what we might be seeing. And so this is what that report would look like now. So here we can see that outlier has been removed, our information, our statistics have been updated, so that maximum overbreak and underbreak information has been updated. And this just gives us a more representative look at the as-built status of the tunnel. Okay, next up, we've also created some new, added some new functionality for the Asbuilt Mesh. Previously, when you create an Asbuilt Mesh, it would connect through the whole surface. But what we can do now, which is really particularly handy for those NATM or kind of drill and blast based tunnels, is we can come in and choose to define whether it is an open or a closed mesh. So in this situation, it was a more NATM designed tunnel, drill and blast. So typically our design file is not going to have that floor attached to it. And so what we can do is come in and say that it is an open as-built mesh file and quickly change that. And that'll make things a little bit more accurate as we're trying to compare the as-built mesh against the design mesh. If we include that floor by showing creating a closed mesh, it actually adds all of that information at the bottom, which gives us a little bit less of an accurate or realistic interpolation against the design file. So really helpful for those different situations there. So finally, one of the biggest things that we added was being able to visualize all the different tunnel design shapes that you might have on the same as-built report, and then specifically calling out which one we're looking at for this as-built comparison, looking through this information, being able to really visualize all of that design information. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.